blue. Gotta make sure everybody eats. And today we got a deck analysis for cannon control. This is what you're looking at right here. Cannon control. 6 cannon soldiers, and one of the most innovative control decks that I've seen, but a use of cannon soldier in a way that's not straight up FTK, in a way that's not degenerate. There's cards, the way that cannon soldier is worded, there's a lot of things that can go. I did an interview with Mark last week. Now he's back. This is his cannon soldier deck. So I'm going to the background and I'll ask questions as Mark continues to go through, but this is his build, so I'll let him talk about it. Mark, take it away, man.
So we're on effectively 9 cannon soldiers. We're playing 3 of the regular, 3 tunes, and then 3 tune tables. So something that we were talking about before was with the tune tables is like, do you turbo through them? Do you use them? And I think like the first thing that's like most important is when you're playing this deck is trying to just maintain 1 cannon soldier in your hand at a time. So that way it's not like you lose to card destruction, you lose to delinquent duo, things like that. So you can turbo through them to kind of just like if you're trying to just like thin out the deck. Otherwise, I always just say like you play like the 1 cannon soldier, then you use tune table, and then otherwise if you have like multiple tune tables or anything like that, then you just don't even play them because you don't want to lose those like hand rip effects. Just like all the things that are very like basic to go, like breaker, charity, like trinity, double knock, MST, snatch steal, ring, mirror force. I don't think that's like super important. It's very obvious. So this deck originally started, like the original idea was I wanted to build a Last Will toolbox deck, and you might notice there's no Last Wills in the deck. So the original idea was like, so what's really cool is like Toon Cannon, Cannon Soldier can tribute themselves, and that would have enabled Last Will. And then I started thinking more about like, what if I take my opponent's monsters, I tribute those to Cannon Soldier, things like that. It's like kind of like Soul Control almost, like the Monarchs. And then I just started thinking more and more into that, where I was like, what else can I do with Cannon Soldier that like Monarchs can't do? And it's just kind of cool that they're just like normal summon bodies. So I thought that was neat, so you don't have to like brick on Monarchs. I was thinking about like siding Monarchs though, instead of like Dust Tornadoes, trying to like Mobius, things like that. Thought that'd be cool. So when I was first building this, I think one of the big like things I got stuck on was how can I like, what other cards can I actually put in this deck? And let me see if I can actually find the channel. I'm pretty sure it's called like Retro Yu-Gi-Oh or something. It's like one of the only other like Cannon Soldier deck lists out there. And
I think I know
they
what
had
you're talking
mentioned,
about.
yeah, they had mentioned it was how Soul Exchange isn't like just tribute the monster. Like how it's played in Soul Control is like you just play Soul Exchange, you tribute it in for your Monarch. What Soul Exchange just says that the targeted monster, that the next time that you would tribute, you have to tribute that monster, not even just for a tribute summon. So you can actually use Soul Exchange to tribute to the Cannon Soldiers, to Enemy Controller, to Mystic Walk, and to Metamorphosis. So it just enables a lot of like really crazy stuff. Like the first time I brought this deck to a tournament, I'm pretty sure every one of my opponents had to pick up Soul Exchange and read like, wait a minute, it does that?
You must tribute that monster, not for a tribute summon, just straight up tribute the monster. That's fire.
Yeah, it was just like, it was really crazy how many times like everyone just like had to pick this up and like read what's actually doing. And there'll be times where it's like you go to activate Soul Exchange and they immediately go to like tribute their monster away. It's like, no, I gotta summon my Cannon Soldier and declare priority. Hold up. Your monster's going away, just hold up.
They just immediately assume it's gonna be a Monarch. Like, no. Normal summon first, now tribute it. That's funny. That's funny.
So like originally it was just like the Cannon Soldiers, the Brain Cons, and the Soul Exchanges. And that's why I started thinking like, yo, the Metamorphosis is kind of good. And now it's like, well, if I'm playing Metamorphosis, I might as well play Scapegoat. And like vice versa was true, where it's like if I play Scapegoat, I can tribute them to deal 2,000 damage. So it makes sense also Metamorphosis either way. But just being able to use like Metamorphosis with Soul Exchange was kind of just like the icing on the cake with all that.
Yeah. Wow. So your metamorphosis works with every card. You brain control their stuff. You can meta it. You can take it with enemy controller. You can soul exchange it, and then if none of that works, I can just use one of my scapegoat tokens to go into Thousand Eyes. So
Uh,
that's really really good. I see why the Sangan is in there. So why did you choose Breaker as kind of the one of anomaly card rather than anything else, like a tribe maybe or something like that?
Honestly, I just like I feel like spell trap removal is just really good in Goat.
Yeah.
Breaker's just always been like an MVP for me.
Do you have a problem with face down monsters? I see you got the two knock, but in a situation where you have maybe a cannon soldier, are you immediately attacking face down monsters? Are you letting your opponent flip them so you can take them later? What is your kind of strategy when it comes to face downs?
So Soul Exchange just target any monster. So if they set a monster, like you're basically playing 5 copies of Knock. You can't like tribute it to meta. Like I've had an interaction where if you go like I believe it's like if you go Soul Exchange and they predict that it's a meta, I've had one of my opponents actually book their monster to try to protect it against meta. But
Oh,
usually if it's
still
like
works
if
right
it's not the
now.
perfect hand, right, and it's just
Yeah.
like then I kind of try to like play more passive until those pieces come up. So if it's just like we're chilling with like the scapegoat, we have like the econ, the ring, the magic cylinder, something just like so they can't like get too aggressive against me.
Yeah.
Um, and if it's like one of those situations where it's like they don't flip it right away, now you can know it's like okay, that's probably a spy. That could be like a night assailant. I haven't summoned a monster. Um, just like little things like that where you kind of just like cross off what it may or may not be.
Yeah, just like a process of elimination kind of thing. And I'm on the same wave with you. Uh, Back row removal in Go format is really good. I try to I try to have at least I try to have three Dust Tornado and sometimes the MST in any deck that I'm playing, just because
Mm.
of how important back row removal is. And in that non-aggression Monarch build, if you're not gonna be summoning anything, I want to get your back row out the way so I feel more comfortable when I make my big push, or more comfortable when I just want to attack. Because you can, Cannon Soldier has how much? 14? So you getting some
Yeah.
damage in there when you attack. 14 is not just a little bit of damage, especially when you double it with cards like Scapegoat, popping for 2,000 and then getting in there for an extra 1,400 after you brain controlled their monster and attack them with it. And like, you can really get in there for some big damage quickly, especially against those turbo decks. So you want to have those back row completely moved out the way, so that it's
Mm.
just I don't even have to think about it. Just tribute attack. It's that easy. End it, but I definitely want to keep talking with you about the Mobius thing. I really like that. Um, but is there anything else you want to say about the deck? And this, again, this is Mark's deck. He came up with this idea. So I just want to. I'm glad that I'm able to showcase decks like this, decks that are not your conventional chaos this, chaos that. For me, I've been a rogue player pretty much my whole career. My first meta deck was windups, and I hated it. I hated it. Playing meta was fun. It was cool. I got a couple wins, but it's just not me, man. So, you
I feel
know,
like when everyone knows what you're doing too, and like everyone's main and side deck is just made to play against you.
dude,
It's like, bro, I don't want people to be prepared for me. What do you mean?
exactly. The whole point is so they're not prepared. If you're playing one of these top 3 decks and they see the same card, the same Kaiku, here's a Night Assailant. Oh, I know what this does. Oh, first turn Thunder Dragon. Like, I've been rogue my entire career.